Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive with us. Today we're going to be taking a look at AI in logistics.
Yep.
You probably heard all the buzz about AI revolutionizing industries,
Right?
and logistics is right at the front of that.
Absolutely.
So we're going to explore that transformation today.
It's a really exciting area.
Yeah.
So many moving parts.
Okay, so
and-
intricate challenges.
Yeah, before we get into how AI is like the hero here,
Right.
let's paint a picture of the challenges that these logistics companies face every day.
Sure.
What are some of the biggest obstacles for them?
Well, picture this. You're a logistics manager,
Okay.
and you're facing rising fuel costs.
Yeah.
You have a shortage of skilled drivers and customers that want their packages delivered yesterday.
Right.
That's the daily reality for many in this industry.
Wow.
So these growing costs,
Yeah.
along with the need for super efficient route planning and warehouse management,
Yeah.
it makes profitability a real puzzle.
It really does sound like a puzzle.
It is. And it's not just about costs.
Right. No.
You also have to think about customer expectations.
Absolutely.
That plays a huge role.
Huge.
Yeah.
Today's customer expects real-time package tracking.
Of course.
Complete transparency throughout their entire order,
Yeah,
and faster delivery times.
obviously.
So in a competitive market,
Yeah.
logistics providers are constantly pressured to offer more flexibility and stand out from the crowd.
Stand out, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a balancing act,
it is.
keeping everyone happy while navigating all those rising costs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you add in external factors like economic shifts,
Oh, yeah.
global events that disrupt supply chains, and even the pressure to adopt more sustainable practices.
Right.
It becomes clear that logistics companies operate in a very complex landscape.
Very complex.
Yeah.
So where does AI even come in?
Right.
How is it helping to untangle this web of challenges?
Okay, so that's where things get really fascinating. So let's start with the problem of rising fuel costs
Okay.
and inefficient routes.
Yeah.
We're not talking about your average GPS here.
Gotcha.
AI algorithms are crunching massive amounts of data.
Huge amounts.
Think real-time traffic patterns, weather forecasts,
Wow.
even up to the minute road closures
Okay.
to suggest the most efficient routes for delivery trucks.
So it's like a super-powered navigation system.
Exactly.
Constantly adapting.
adaptive.
Always adapting. Yeah,
Yeah.
so what impact does that actually have on the costs and the efficiency?
Okay, so the results are really pretty impressive.
Okay.
We've seen companies using this AI-powered optimization reduce their fuel consumption significantly,
How much are we talking?
sometimes by 15% or more.
Wow.
But not only that,
Okay.
deliveries happen faster,
Yeah.
and they're even seeing less wear and tear on their vehicles,
Oh, wow.
which leads to lower maintenance costs.
So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win
for the company,
for the environment.
for the planet.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
it's really making a difference.
It is making a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about those massive warehouses?
Okay.
I imagine managing those efficiently is a whole other beast.
It's a huge challenge.
How is AI helping there?
So imagine a warehouse where robots are zipping around,
Okay.
sorting packages,
Okay.
picking orders, and packing them with incredible speed and precision.
Wow.
That's what AI-powered warehouse automation looks like.
Really?
These robots are minimizing human error
Okay.
and working around the clock
Oh.
without needing breaks.
So that's got to be a game changer for speed and efficiency.
Huge game changer.
And I imagine it helps with that whole labor shortage issue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's helping to bridge that gap
Okay.
and optimize the workforce allocation.
That makes sense.
But there's another AI superpower that we haven't talked about yet.
Okay.
Predictive maintenance.
Okay.
Imagine being able to predict when a delivery truck is likely to break down
Wait.
before it actually happens.
That's like a crystal ball for vehicles.
It is.
How does that even work?
So AI is monitoring the condition of vehicles and equipment
Okay.
in real time,
Okay.
analyzing data from sensors and onboard systems.
Oh, wow.
And by detecting these subtle changes in performance,
Yeah, okay.
it can flag potential issues
Yeah.
long before they become major problems.
So instead of reacting,
Exactly.
AI is anticipating
It's all about being proactive.
and preventing the problems.
Yes,
Wow, that's really incredible.
it is.
What other ways is AI helping companies stay ahead of the game?
Well, think about the challenge of managing inventory.
Oh, yeah.
Having too much stock ties up capital and leads to all those storage costs.
Oh, storage costs.
But then running out of popular items
Right.
means frustrated customers and lost sales.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
So how does AI fix that?
AI is stepping up to address this with sophisticated demand forecasting.
So AI can predict what people want before they even know it.
In a way, yes.
That's crazy.
It is. How?
So by analyzing historical sales data,
Okay.
seasonal trends,
Okay.
even real-time events, and social media buzz,
Social media buzz.
AI can predict those spikes or drops in demand
Wow.
with remarkable accuracy.
Really?
So this empowers companies to adjust their stock levels accordingly,
Okay.
minimize waste,
Mm-hmm.
optimize their storage space,
Right.
and ensure they have the right products
On hand.
when customers want them.
That's pretty incredible.
It is.
It's like a virtual logistics expert
You could say that.
working 24/7.
Exactly.
So here at Kanerika,
Yeah.
we're at the forefront of developing these AI solutions.
We are.
Can you give us a little sneak peek of what we're doing
Sure.
at Kanerika in this space?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have 3 key models
Okay.
that I think you'll find interesting.
Okay, let's hear it.
First,
Yeah.
we have our Logistic Cost Optimizer,
Okay.
which is all about optimizing costs,
Makes sense.
specifically in the area of trucking operations.
Then we have our vendor advisor, which
Okay.
helps companies make smarter decisions
Okay.
when choosing vendors for transportation and other services.
Gotcha.
And finally, our inventory optimization model
All right.
is tackling that complex challenge
Yeah.
of maintaining just the right amount of stock.
It's a delicate balance.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm hooked.
Good.
Let's dive into these and see how they're really making a difference.
Okay.
I'm curious about the Logistic Cost Optimizer.
Okay.
What's the secret sauce behind that one?
Well, it all starts with data.
Okay.
The Logistic Cost Optimizer takes a deep dive
Okay.
into all the details of a company's shipments,
Okay.
origins, destinations, weights, quantities, you name it.
Wow.
And then it uses powerful algorithms,
Right.
like the genetic algorithm and ant colony optimization,
Okay.
to figure out the most cost-effective way
Right.
to get those shipments where they need to go.
Interesting.
We're talking maximizing the number of shipments per truck and fine-tuning those routes.
So it's like a supercharged route planner
Exactly.
that crunches tons of data
Yes.
to get the best results.
The best efficiency.
I like it.
Yeah.
What are the results?
Okay, so the results speak for themselves.
Okay.
Let me tell you about a logistics company we worked with.
Okay.
They were struggling with rising fuel costs,
Of course.
just like many others.
Mm-hmm.
We implemented our Logistic Cost Optimizer,
Okay.
and the results were incredible.
What happened?
They saw a 15% reduction in fuel costs,
15%.
which is huge for their bottom line.
That's huge.
But that wasn't all.
Okay, there's more.
Their on-time deliveries improved,
Even better.
and their trucks experienced less wear and tear,
Okay.
which extends the life of their fleet.
That's amazing.
It is.
So it's not just theoretical.
No.
This is actually making a difference
It's the real world.
in the real world.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm eager to hear more about the other models.
Okay. So we were just talking about the amazing cost savings that logistics company got
Right.
using our Logistic Cost Optimizer.
Yeah.
And now I'm really curious about this vendor advisor model.
Okay.
You mentioned what's so special about it.
So imagine you're a logistics company
Okay.
and you need to choose the best vendor
Mm-hmm.
to transport materials.
Okay.
You've got all these factors to think about.
Like what?
Cost, of course,
Obviously.
but also reliability, location, their track record.
Right.
All that.
That's a lot.
It is.
Yeah. So how does AI help?
Our vendor advisor
Okay.
takes all those factors and more,
Okay.
crunches them through these algorithms,
What kind of algorithm?
like scalable nearest neighbors and weighted sort,
Okay.
to rank vendors based on what's most important to you.
So it's like a matchmaking service
Yes.
for logistics and vendors.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what information goes into the model?
Okay, so let's say you need a vendor
Okay.
to move goods from point A to point B.
Simple enough.
You input your requirements,
Like what?
the origin, destination, weight, quantity,
Yeah.
any special handling needs,
Gotcha.
and the model generates a ranked list of vendors
Yes.
based on suitability.
Okay, so that sounds super helpful.
It is,
But every company has different priorities.
of course.
Some might care most about cost.
Right.
Others maybe speed or a good track record.
Mm-hmm.
Can the model adapt to all that?
Absolutely. That's one of the best parts.
Okay.
You can adjust the weighting of different parameters.
Interesting.
So if cost is your top priority,
Okay.
you crank that slider up.
Easy.
If reliability is more important,
Mm-hmm.
adjust it accordingly.
So the user gets to decide.
Exactly. They define what best means.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So what about results?
We've seen companies streamline their whole vendor selection process,
That's great.
saving them time and money.
So they're making data-driven decisions,
Yes.
which leads to stronger partnerships
Exactly.
and better service for customers.
It takes out the guesswork
The gut feeling.
and replaces it with data and analysis.
Data-driven decisions. It's a theme.
It is.
Okay, so let's move on to the last model,
Right.
inventory optimization.
Yes.
I have a feeling this one's your favorite.
You know me too well.
Uh-huh.
Inventory management is a tough one.
It's a balancing act.
For logistics companies.
Too much inventory,
Yeah.
and you have all those storage costs.
Right.
Too little, and you risk disappointing customers.
Exactly.
So where does AI come in?
Our inventory optimization model uses forecasting techniques
What kind?
like NHITES, NBEATS, and Patch TFT
Good.
to predict demand accurately.
So he uses historical data and trends.
Yes.
And maybe even social media.
To predict what products are going to be hot.
That's cool.
It is.
It solves that overstocking versus stockout problem.
Exactly.
So they have just the right amount of inventory,
At the right time.
less waste, better storage, and happy customers.
That's the goal.
Which brings us back to our topic today.
Yes.
AI and cost effectiveness.
Right.
Accurate inventory management saves money too.
Absolutely. Reducing waste and storage costs is a big part.
But there's more.
There's more.
What else?
Imagine being able to adjust your operations
Okay.
based on what AI predicts.
Okay.
You can optimize routes, allocate resources better,
Wow.
even make smarter staffing decisions.
So it streamlines everything.
and makes it more cost-effective.
It's like all these models are connected,
We've
working together.
to create a smarter system.
I love it.
Me too.
So you mentioned real-world success with these models.
We
Can you give us an example?
Sure. We worked with a U.S.-based logistics company.
Okay.
They were having trouble predicting delivery times.
That's a big problem,
They needed to account for traffic and weather.
which are unpredictable.
Very.
Yeah, so their deliveries were all over the place.
And the customers were frustrated.
In a sense.
So we implemented our AI-powered delivery prediction model,
Okay.
which analyzes a bunch of variables
To predict the delivery times.
more accurately.
Did it work?
It did. They saw a 20% increase in accuracy,
Wow, 20%.
which meant they could communicate with customers better.
And reduce those last-minute changes.
Exactly.
So happier customers,
Happier customers.
which means more business.
It does.
Were there any other benefits?
They also saw a 25% boost in operational efficiency.
25%.
They could optimize resources,
Okay.
plan routes better, and use their assets more effectively.
So it's a win-win for everyone.
Exactly. The company saves money.
And the customer gets better service.
AI can really bridge that gap.
Between business goals and happy customers.
It's not just about automating tasks.
It's about making the whole system smarter.
More responsive and more beneficial.
I like that.
Right.
So we've talked about what AI can do now in logistics.
Right.
But what about the future?
The future.
What's next?
Oh, the possibilities are pretty amazing. Well, we've touched on humans and machines working together.
Right.
But imagine taking that even further.
Okay.
Think AI-powered personal shoppers
Personal shoppers.
that help us get exactly what we want online.
Like an AI stylist?
Yeah, or for groceries even.
Oh, wow.
Helping us make those decisions.
I could definitely use that.
Haha, me too.
But, okay, real quick.
Yeah.
What about the ethical side of all this?
Right.
There's a lot of talk about jobs
Of
and
course.
how AI might replace workers.
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
We need to be responsible and ethical.
Right.
As AI takes on more tasks,
Yeah.
we need to train workers
To adapt.
and give them the skills for this new world.
So they're not left behind.
Exactly.
We need AI to complement humans.
Not replace them.
I like that.
Yeah.
So finding that balance is key.
It's crucial.
Yeah.
And as AI gets even smarter, I think we'll see more opportunities for collaboration.
Between AI and humans?
Exactly. A more dynamic system.
Like what?
Think about personalized deliveries,
Okay.
where AI tailors everything.
To the customer,
Sure.
to their preferences.
So no more waiting around for a delivery window.
Right. You choose when and where.
That would be awesome.
AI can bring that level of customization.
Wow. It's amazing how far we've come.
It is.
And to think we're just getting started.
It really does feel like that.
It's an exciting time
Yeah, it is.
to be in logistics.
Okay, well, on that note,
Yeah.
it's time to wrap up.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for sharing all this with us today.
My pleasure.
And to all of you listening,
Thanks for joining us
we hope you learned something new.
about AI.
and how it's making logistics better,
more efficient,
more cost-effective.
and more customer-focused.
Be sure to join us next time.
For another deep dive,
We'll be exploring another cool topic.
shaping our world.
Until then,
Keep learning.
and stay curious.